Today, it's the National Football League. It's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Quinnen Williams, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 71 yards.
And the Oilers will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Working out of the gun. Here's Trask.
Out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And bulldozing his way through. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Oh, he pulls over it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Saints will have the football back.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Trask to throw it.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Trask.
Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Throwing. Trask.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And his throw here's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Trask. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Powers through it. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Oh, he gets free left side.
And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Oilers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Trask.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
79 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37.
So great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide open offense?
Touchdown! A great effort there. 37 yards.
And the Oilers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Trask on 1st down. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, Trask.
The open man here, Renfro. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw again on second down. Trask back to Renfro again, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Under pressure, Trask, and down he goes. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Trask. That is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running with power here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Oilers open the lead up to 34-0. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Trask. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First down, Trask. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Trask. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the second of our triple header here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Third and short yardage. Trask got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Trask.
Open man, that's Renfro. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Come on, Rock, just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Setting to throw. Here's Trask.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Trask now.
Under pressure, and down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the pass. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Deron Payne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Trask. Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
Yeah, well, man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Oilers just continue to roll.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
To throw is Trask. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw.
Open man Hamler. That's complete.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Trask now from the 50. They're going right back to Hamler.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 68 yards.
And the Oilers are pouring it on.
Extra point safely through. And that will extend this big lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And He will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on second down.
Trask, a short one to the tight end, Troutman.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got him in. It's Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. 1 win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.